and thank you for tuning in to Canal Algérie's Nightly News. Coming up shortly. The results of the final intermediate exams are announced to the great joy of the laureates and their parents. Multilateral convention is signed in Paris to fight fiscal evasion and spearhead the sustainable national development. As part of the Algiers International Fair being held in the capital, a special spotlight is shed on the giant plant specialized in the fridge industry. And a guided tour to Bejaia province is suggested to our viewers to discover its captivating beauties. Welcome back. We kick off the bulletin with some good news. The results of the final intermediate level exam were announced on the platform bm.onec.dz, as well as a space dedicated for parents on the link awliya.education.gov.dz. The student Zagrar Lina from the middle school Mohammed Azzouz in the province of Laghouat obtained its intermediate level exam with the average of 19.94. The first at the national level, followed by Khitus Hadil from the middle school Daoudi Saleh of Ras from the province of Betna with the average of 19.92. Third rank, it was snatched by Shahid Noor of the middle school El Hawaz in the province of Msila with the average of 19.87. Congratulations to all those who obtained their exam, and best luck next year to the rest. In our diplomacy window of tonight, tasked by the President of the Republic, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and the National Community Abroad, Ahmed Attaf, arrived today in Warsaw, the Republic of Poland, on an official visit as part of the common will of both nations to promote the historical relations binding Algeria and Poland in its many dimensions and content, as well as enriching the political dialogue on issues and causes at the heart of the interests and priorities of both countries regionally and internationally. The Minister of Foreign Affairs invited the Austrian economic operators in Vienna to seize the immense opportunities offered by Algeria, highlighting 5 prioritized investment fields, first of which is the development of new renewable energies. The second is that of mines, notably across 3 major structuring projects launched by Algeria, namely the mega project integrated phosphate in Tbissa, the iron mine in Tindouf, and the zinc mine in Bejaia. The third field is that of the expansion of modernization of the railway sector, the production of water being the fourth sector that can attract Austrian investors, last of which is the development of the agricultural sector. In this respect, the Foreign Minister noted that the latest economic and financial reports highlight the solidity of national economy, and thanks to the crucial reforms initiated by the Algerian government with the aim of creating a favorable business climate that lives up to the aspirations of foreign investors. As for the Secretary General of the Foreign Ministry, Lounas Mugerman, he's in Moscow to preside over the 3rd session of the Algerian-Russian political consultations, along with the Russian Vice Foreign Minister, in his capacity as the special representative of the Russian President for North Africa and the Middle East, Mikhail Bogdanov. During the meeting, both parties examined the state of bilateral relations and means to strengthen cooperation between both countries in the framework of the follow-up of the in-depth strategic partnership agreements implementation, signed on the occasion of the visit of the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, to Russia in June 2023. The agenda of the session included an exchange of views on a set of current issues on the regional and international levels, notably the developments in the Sahel and in the occupied Palestinian territories, as well as the Sahrawi cause. In the presence of the finance minister and at the level of the OECD headquarters, that an agreement was signed to fight tax evasion, spearhead the sustainable development in the country, now in full boom. Afaf Belhushat and Melissa Kepash.
Algeria, represented by its finance minister, is fully committed within the international fiscal cooperation aimed at fighting fiscal evasion of multinational companies. It also goes hand in hand with the fiscal convention signed by Algeria, consolidating the existing measures to prevent the degradation of the tax bases and the transfer of profits.
Cette convention permettra à notre pays.
This convention would allow our country to reinforce its national legislation against fraud and tax evasion by providing the fiscal administration additional legal means to effectively face these practices that affects negatively the state and its sustainable development. The signing of the agreement marks as well the commitment to improve the business climate in Algeria, as it will contribute in consolidating the judicial security granted to foreign investors through the reinforcement as well of the different mechanisms related to tax regulation.
In his speech, the finance minister reaffirmed once again Algeria's commitment to fight against fraud and promote transparency.
L'Algérie, à travers son adhésion au Forum mondial de transparence,
Algeria, through its adhesion to the Worldwide Forum of Transparency, reiterates its commitment to reinforce international fiscal cooperation, hoping for its implementation by the signing of the MAAC agreement.
concrétisé davantage par la signature de la convention MAAC.
A promising convention with a main goal fighting the tax evasion, one of the commitments of the head of state willing to spearhead the country's sustainable development.
The 55th edition of the Algiers International Fair was inaugurated by President Abdelmajid Tebboune, who emphasized the development of various sectors. This evening in the province of Bouarerij, the example is set by the project for a Condor refrigerator compressor manufacturing plant for products destined for the local market but as well as the foreign markets. Manal Maafa tells us more.
10 ans, vous allez créer la révolution. Parce que l'électroménager, actuellement, est programmé pour l'obsolescence rapide. Et c'est pour ça que le produit, comme les Algériens vont l'acheter, parce qu'ils ne tombent pas en obsolescence. À 5 ans, 6 ans, ils commencent à vieillir, à avoir quelques défaillances. Mais à 10 ans, le compresseur comme à 10 ans.
C'est une première mondiale.
Bien sûr. Ils vont le critiquer parce que vous leur tuez des chaînes de production. Au moment d'abord, le compresseur était en panne le plus tôt possible pour pouvoir fabriquer.
The President of the Republic's commitment to developing the national economy is enshrined, among other things, in the presence of the Condor Group at the 55th edition of the Algiers International Fair.
We will manufacture 12 models of refrigerator compressors to meet local and international market demands. This is an investment of approximately $100 million. The factory will produce 4 million units with 1 million destined for the local market and 3 million for export, potentially generating a revenue of $100 million.
This significant project, located in the southern part of the province of Bouarerij, is progressing well and is expected to be completed by the end of the current year. The construction materials used are environmentally friendly and photovoltaic panels are being installed.
We have employed new techniques to build this factory, which will also be equipped with the latest technologies. As you can see, the work is progressing at a good pace, and production will start at the end of 2024.
The compressor is a key component of Condor refrigerator engines, determining the product's warranty duration, durability, and reliability. We are here at the refrigerator manufacturing unit, which has an annual capacity of 800,000 units. Some of these are for the local market and others for export. Our refrigerators range in capacity from 50 liters to 600 liters, including the frost, no frost, and freezers. A new feature this year is the 10-year warranty on the compressor, which our customers will benefit from. The dynamism of Condor Group, which offers a variety of products for its clients, snatched its place among the most important enterprises in home appliances manufacturing, thus contributing in the development of Algeria's economy.
Now to a set of graduation ceremonies marking the end of the military academic year in different training centers in military schools across the country. Neskilou depicts for us this vivid atmosphere.
The graduation ceremony of the 23rd class of the Shahid or War Veteran Beji Mukhtar National Preparatory School for Engineering Studies in Ruiba. The ceremony was presided over by the head of the Employment and Preparation Department of the National People's Army, Major General Belqasem Hasnat, who inspected the graduating groups. This was followed by a speech by the school's Director General, General Guasmia Sultan, in which he outlined the major achievements of the training program and the scientific and military knowledge acquired by the students, thanks to the best programs and teaching methods put in place.
أيها المتخرجون ها أنتم تقفون على أعتاب
Dear graduating students, here you are at the end of your studies after 3 years of hard work, during which you have acquired a wide knowledge.
3 سنوات من الجد والاجتهاد.
The graduating students took their oath before being awarded their diplomas to the class valedictorians. This was followed by the passing of the national emblem between the outgoing and incoming classes. The graduating class asked for approval for this class to be named after Shahid Abbasi Muhammad.
عباسي محمد.
وافق.
During the ceremony, the graduating classes presented a cook-soul show reflecting their level of education and the good preparation they had received during their training. The ceremony was followed by a military parade performed by the graduates to the rhythm of military music. The head of the employment department then inaugurated a scientific exhibition held by the graduates and listened to the graduates' explanations of their projects. At the end of the ceremony, the family of Shahid Abbasi Muhammad was honored before signing the school's Golden Register. The same atmosphere at the west of the Algerian capital, more precisely in Sidi Faraj, belonging to the 1st Military Region, where the graduation ceremony of the classes took place. The ceremony was headed by the Major General Mabrouk Sba, Director of Media and Communication at the National People's Army, who inspected the graduating groups. After that, in his speech, the school's commander highlighted the most important aspects of military, university and specialized training in media and communication sciences.
أيها المتخرجون، إنكم تتخرجون اليوم بعد تربص مكثف وجهد جهيد وتكوين عالي حرص فيه الجميع إطارات وأساتذة على تسليحكم بقيم العلم والمعرفة والأخلاق المهنية وبأعلى مستويات التكوين والتدريب.
After taking the oath, ranks and diplomas were granted to the Algerian and foreign laureates by Major General Mabrouk Sba.
نضعه أمانة في أعناقكم فاحفظوا الأمانة.
The national emblem was then passed down from the graduating class to the upcoming one. The graduating class asked for approval for his class to be named after the late war veteran Al-Hashmi Hajras. A military show, martial art exercises and a rescue operation were carried out as well by students, in addition to a military parade were performed to the great joy of the attendees. At the end of the ceremony, Major General, accompanied by his staff, followed some of the researchers and projects of the school students. After that, the family of the mother was honored before signing the school's Golden Register.
Now our camera lens takes you on a journey to the picturesque city of Bejaia, a gem of the Mediterranean that has been explored and re-explored countless times. A story by Naima Hawish and Manal Maafa.
Its unique beauty, Bejaia continues to captivate and draw visitors with its blue coastline and postcard-perfect sites, leaving an indelible mark. One could easily lose themselves in the quaint, authentic alleys. But before getting completely lost, we suggest a detour to Zikwat, where Mother Nature is on full display. We continue our tour to Cap Carbon, which is not far away, and the top of which a historic lighthouse is located, standing still as a beacon of the city's rich maritime heritage. And we head now to the iconic Place du 1er Novembre, previously known as Place Guidon, a favorite square of the city's visitors where they can enjoy a beautiful panoramic view.
It's a magnificent place. The square is a must-see. There are plenty of stuff to see, Cap Carbon, the sea and the port as well. The view speaks for itself. The mountain meets the sea on a sunny day, the perfect vacation. I have lived here my whole life and I can say it is so peaceful and I love it.
Algeria is a continental country, and its rich history is a proof of that. As some of you already know, the candle known as bougie, which the name in Bejaia derives from, is actually because the first modern candle was invented here, in this beautiful city, with the use of beeswax instead of animal products, so it was better smelling and better quality.
As we bid farewell to the City of Lights, we conclude our visit with a stopover at Gouraya. Standing at over 600 meters, it will open to the public this summer. Symbolizing the rich history of the region, Bejaia remains a timeless treasure, enchanting its visitors with its natural beauty, cultural heritage, and the warmth of its hospitable people.
In line with the program worked out to the benefit of children hailing from the southern regions, the first group headed to Moussaganem, where all means have been put in place to ensure them an unforgettable journey. Midissa Kabash has tonight's closing story.
Such joy and excitement prevailed in this footage. Children are more than happy to travel to Moussaganem and discover its immense beauty. And with the suffocating heat wave prevailing in their hometown, the enchanting Mousta beaches must be their first destination.
I am very happy to travel to Moussaganem. This is my first time. I can't wait to discover the beaches and the beautiful landscape. We are going to have an amazing time.
These children are among the 6 groups from Timimoun taking part in the rich program scheduled for this summer. In total, 800 kids will be eligible to spend 11 days in camps across all coastal regions.
We are activity leaders, and our mission is to accompany children and supervise the activities so as to encourage them to do better in school. 800 children will cross the municipalities of the province, and in coordination with 10 municipalities, each year the Youth Ministry will improve the conditions, particularly for those coming from the southern provinces.
Different activities are planned during this journey. Several leisure areas have opened their doors to welcome these children, so eager to acquainted with the splendid beaches of Mousta and spend unforgettable moments away from the torrid heat of our big south.
The end. Thank you to our technicians and journalists, and thank you for watching. Take care.